Good morning everyone. Myself Vijesh, lecturer of Motimal College of Hotel Management. So I am here to explain you regarding a small topic that is called qualities of a leader. Though it is a small topic, it is very important because everyone in the world wants to become a good leader, but everyone cannot become a good leader. Why? There is a certain reason for that. The prime important reason is because certain people are what? Certain people are not really qualified to become a good leader. So in this topic we are going to explain what are the main qualities required for a leader or to become a good leader. Before we are moving on to the core topic or core subject matter, we will explain what is the difference between a manager and a leader. See, many of you have a misconception that a manager is same as like a leader. It is not really a fact, right? Because a manager is the person who is getting that ability because his position actually. But every manager cannot have the quality of a good leader, right? Because manager is the person only he will be managing and controlling. But a leader is the person who will be what? Who will be motivating, right? He will be giving confidence to the people. So there is a huge difference between a manager and a leader. And in an organization, nevertheless of their departments or nevertheless for their positions, anybody can become a good leader. But manager, it is only a certain position. So there is a huge difference between a manager and a leader. Who can become a good leader? Right? I told you already that everybody cannot become a good leader. Right? So now we will see who can become a good leader. The person, those who can build the confidence onto the employees. Right? Or they can build the morality of the employees. And the one who can motivate the employees, he can become a good leader. And the one who is having a good vision and he can make other people to work for the vision and get a good result out of it, that particular person can become a good leader. That's why leadership is not the cup of tea for everyone. You should be able to build those kinds of qualities in you, then only you can become a good leader. Important part of the session, that is the main qualities, the important qualities of a leader should have. The first quality, vision. Second one, initiative. Third one, strategic and critical thinking. Fourth one, interpersonal communication. Fifth one, authenticity and self-awareness. Sixth one, open-mindedness and creativity. Seventh one, flexibility. Eighth one, responsibility and dependability. Ninth one, patience and tenacity. And the last one is continuous improvement. The first point or the first quality of a leader should be having is the vision, a good visionary power. So what do you mean by a vision? He should foresee it, right? Foresee it in the sense he should be having a big picture of the organization, where the organization of the or the employees are heading, and what is the capability of the firm or capability of the employees. It is something like a SWOT analysis, right? The leader should be knowing the strength, weakness, opportunity and threat of the particular organization. And the last one is what? The last quality of a leader or the last point that will come under the vision is he should be knowing the resources of the company. What all are the main resources of the company? So, first one, he should be having the resources. Second one, he should be know what is the capability of the company. Third one, he or she, the leader, should be knowing where the company is heading. Equally as important as having a vision, the person has to be convey that vision to others or the person should be having an ability to convey the vision to others. He should inspire the people, right? He should be able to tell the vision to others, and the vision has to be fulfilled with other people. He should be having that ability to make other people to work together as a team and work for one vision. He always should motivate, inspire the employees. If he is a good leader, he should be having this quality. The next quality a leader should be having is strategic and critical thinking. So what do you mean by a strategic and critical thinking? It is something like in every part of the planning, right? He should be having what? His own critical evaluation. So it is something like a SWOT analysis. The person, whether it is he or she, he or she should be having a very critical evaluation of the matters, and he or she should know the strength, weakness, opportunity and threat of the organization, and they should plan according to that. The next quality for a good leader is interpersonal communication. It doesn't mean that he has to speak a lot or he has to be an extrovert to become a good leader. He just wants to listen to the problems of the employees and to give good solutions and to have a good friend of an employee. That means he should be having a friendly behavior should build with an employee. Then what will happen automatically? The employee will be having a good rapport with the leader, and automatically the problems will come down, and the employee will be always think that my leader is a genuine person. I can tell my all problems to him, whether it is personal or professional, right? So the leader should always have in keeping a quality of good interpersonal communication. The fifth point or the fifth quality of a good leader is be authentic, or authenticity and self-awareness. So what do you mean by an authentic? Authentic person means, who is an authentic person? The person who is true to himself, right? And he or she should not be having any fake face, right? Whatever you can see a person, that person will be what? Has to be resemble himself as a good person. Then next one is a self-awareness. What is self-awareness? Self-awareness in the sense they should know their strength and weakness. The sixth quality of a good leader is open-mindedness and creativity. Right? You should be having a creative mind. So what do you mean by an open-mindedness? So he or she should be what? Being open to the perspectives, new ideas, new people. Then only what will come? New things will happen. He should be having a good mind to listen to the people, listen to the ideas, be flexible, and he should or she should know that there is no right things to do. I mean, right direction to do the things, because there is no kind of a right direction, because the future is unknown, right? We don't know what will happen in the future. Everything a leader must be planned, but some fine day what will happen? Some things will be changing. So according to that particular thing, he or she needs to change the plan, right? And the leader should not be trying to fix in some other people made molds, right? You should make the mold by yourself and you should be fixed into that. It is nothing like somebody else have created a mold for you and you are trying to adjust with that. No, that should not happen. You yourself should know your strength and flaws, and according to that, you should prepare yourself to become a good leader. The seventh quality a leader should be having is the flexibility, right? So I don't want to tell you what you mean by flexibility. Everybody knows what you mean by a flexible and what is rigid, right? So the leader should be very flexible in all the situations. A leader is the one who is dealing with the human beings, which is having different feelings, different opinions, different suggestions. So though he is dealing with the different human beings, their opinions will be different, their suggestions will be different. So a leader should be very flexible mind. You should be having a very flexible mind. In every situation, he needs to adjust properly. The next quality, that is the eighth quality of a leader, is responsibility and dependability. A leader should be responsible and he should be dependable to the employees, right? So he should shoulder the responsibility always. If any problem happens, it is nothing like he has to say it is all responsibility for the workers and I should save myself. No. He should come to that particular situation and he should take the responsibility and solve the issue. So automatically what will happen? The employees will be having a thought that yes, there is one leader, my leader is there. He will be a dependable person. I can go and tell my problem. I can go and tell any kind of work related problems to him. So automatically trust will come. If the particular leader is not really responsible or not really dependable, what will happen automatically? Automatically the problems will start coming. Because there is no kind of good relation is developing between the employees and the particular leader. So always a good leader should keep it in mind that he is responsible for the problems to find out the solutions and he should be dependable to all the employees in an organization. The ninth quality of a leader is being patient. Patience and tenacity. What is tenacity? It's a firmness. He should be firmness in the decision making. He should be able to take the firm decisions and he should be patient. Right? Patience he should be having or she should be having. So when this patience quality will come into the picture, because in an organization there is so many situations you will be facing where you need to wait a long time. Right? He or she should be able to give a long view to the organization perspectives. Right? Sometimes the organization has to wait for a long time to get the result. That time the leader should not be short-tempered or should not be lose the patience. Or to deal with the employees, you need to deal with different kinds of employees. They will be having different mindsets. Somebody will be short-tempered, somebody will be arguing with you. So every time what you need to do as a leader, be patient, listen to them properly, give the solutions. Then automatically what will come? The employees will be having a good relation with you. Right? So being patient and being tenacious or being firmness in the decision will always take you into the good heights as a good leader. The 10th quality of the leader is the continuous improvement. The improvement will not be stopped anywhere. See, he has to see a continuous improvement in the organization. It may be the personal improvement to the employees, then it has to go to the organizational improvement. He or she as a leader should see that the employees are improving their skills. They are improving in every ways. They are contributing their abilities to the improvement of the organization. So automatically what will happen? Automatically the organization can achieve the goal very easily. So being a good leader, the very important quality of a leader is having always should see the continuous improvement of himself to the other employees and as well as the whole organizational improvement. So hope you have understood about the topic, that is the various qualities of a leader. So what is the main takeaway from this topic? That is, main thing is the quality of a leader, whatever quality a leader should be having. So we know in the world there are so many leaders. For example, APJ Abdul Kalam, Ratan Tata and all. How they become a good leader? See, they were a common people in the first, right? They were a common man. Then automatically they will be having, they have built themselves through these qualities. So whatever I explained these qualities, they have built those qualities, then automatically what happened? They have become a good leader. So I am suggesting you people all to try to become a good leader by developing all these qualities, and those qualities will make you a good leader and you can serve the society in the later. Thank you all.